Hey, I wanted to show you all the stuff I was doing. So here is the new template. My mix bus here, it's my main thing. Have my rear bus. I have my master faders for both of those. I have my multi-bus system all calibrated. Got the Neve 33609 there with the Pultec. Everything is calibrated. I sent signal generators into these machines and had a meter, a VU meter at the end of them to detect and to kind of calibrate everything and to play with the knobs until that meter was at 0. I also have two distressors that are the same settings, double treble, and then I have the Pultec again. For B, C is this Very Mew made by Manley. Those are for the guitars. And then this one's for background vocals. And what else? Just mainly like background vocals, things that belong in the background that just kind of create warmth. Um, and kind of have noise, if that makes sense. So those are the multi buses. Strings and synthesizers go into A. And you can combine this. It depends on what sounds the best anyway. Then I have my slate drums, my virtual drums, all distributed along here. So I can just go at it if I want to. Yeah, I have everything set it up, separated by like kick, snare top, bottom, combine, and then I combine them to where I could like just have. Well, I did it to where I can just have one out, but I might just put these over here and then do that. I actually have to do that. That'll save me some processing power. Uh, let's see. I forgot to do that. I have the toms all combined into here, to where there's only one send out. I have certain things going to certain places. So all the toms go to the kit. The hi-hat ride go to the kit. Overheads go to the kit. The snare reverb and tom's reverb go to the kit as well. And the drum kit goes to B. Kick goes to B itself. Snare goes to B itself. Doesn't go through kind of the rest of everything. They kind of are treated different. Now, needless to say, that's not in terms of the kick and snare all go to all these auxiliaries as well, just like the kit does. So you have these. I have like kick snare crush, the DBX 160 on that, the Fatso. I have my drum dirt. This was what gives me like that low end rumble. I have a Devil Lock. That just creates like air way down in the background, but it's so, I find it so necessary in terms of just like a extra presence. Like it's Christmas. Drum Crush with the Fairchild does a good thing, and then I have like a parallel for the G bus going on with the G bus, all going into this Zen limiter. I made these myself. Actually, I want to save these as my own drum bus while we're at it. Really should be drum effects bus. I'll change it later. Here is the good stuff. Lead vocals go into 5 different compressors. They all have the same input because it's all lead vocals. So I record all the lead vocals here, right? And then I combine them. Alright. And then this out goes to all these ends. And then all of these go to this one to be transported to the mix bus. They don't go to the multi-bus. The lead vocals have their own multi-bus, if that makes sense. Each one doing its own thing. Like that one's the Federal, this one's the Gates. And actually I could put the RCA on here as well, which is like a L-Ray, but I don't like how it's just not good. I don't think it's a good plugin. In terms of processors are made well. This one's made well. This one's great. Doesn't give me any problems whatsoever. Then we got the Fairchild again. Now these I haven't like calibrated yet. I gotta see how to do that. And it probably just is, you know, just kind of learn as you go. Each one's going to affect in a different way. 1176. And then the distressor on nuke mode. All of these things together are what your lead vocals go into. On to the next thing. So I have all my effects as well. Also, that rear bus. All of these signals are also going to the rear bus to kind of give it a boost. Anything musical goes to the rear bus. Anything rhythmic does not. Bass might want it there, might not. Depends. Okay, background vocals all go into D. Like I said earlier, all my vocal effects. So my vocal slap going into this tape. I have a plate, reverb, vocal crush, so another 1176, just kind of smashing it. This is for vocal spread. This is what's going to give it like that extra width and stuff. You can also do the waves plugin and probably put that there as well. What is that? The TG12345. And then my effects, vintage exciter. All of these go sent into here. VCA controls all of these. Crap. So, because all of this is going to add up and sum up. Usually every 2 signals is another 3 decibel. 3, 3, 3. So it adds up when you come in. So you have to, once you get your mix, you kind of pull them all down so that when they go into here, everything's all good and your signal strength is still around this area. Also, I set up these meters myself. Negative 18 dB is where the green ends. And then you start getting into the twilight zone. You're getting deeper and shit. Bass. True, to be honest, I haven't finished the bass. I am looking. I know Michael Brower talks about some of how he separates his bass, and his chain is he'll separate low and high. He'll create one channel. He'll send that bass track into a low and high channel, and then he'll affect the same signal differently and then recombine them later. So that's what this channel's for. Also, the combined signal gets sent to these auxes, to the bass amp, and to this fun channel. Fun. I'm just gonna whatever playful things I can think up. Anything that sounds good, I'm gonna put on here. Right now I have the low ender on here, which is a brilliant plugin. I love it. The amp, I just kind of reamp it. Send it through there. It gives me good signal. Yeah, so moving forward. Do I have a bass bus? And yes, I have a bass bus. It is here. I should probably drag it into the right area. There we go. Oh, that makes it look so much better. Okay. That's all set. Then I have my MIDIs for my synthesizer. And it's so colorful right here. Then I get into the synthesizer section. I mean, right now I have like a sampler, the Falcon sampler. This is pretty sweet. This is a new plugin I found. I found yesterday, and there's a sound of a sample of a harmonium. It's beautiful. It's one of my favorite things I've played with. I think I was just playing with it all last night. Then my analog lab going into like a synth parallel. So it's just kind of like a parabola, a parallel auxiliary track that just gives depth and just makes it good sonically. I was and then I'm sending all that into the synth bus. I don't really have anything on here. Don't really think it's necessary because this is going to the Neve 33609 anyway on channel A on the multi-bus. It's all calibrated, so. And then last but not least, guitars and guitar effects. So here I have all my guitars in to a guitar bus. Oh, I forgot to do this. Okay, so there's certain things I'm now seeing that I need to do. I just need to put all these sends on here. So yeah, have all these sends going into. Well, no, I guess my decision was to send them as needed. I guess that was my decision. Now I'm thinking about it. It's kind of pointless to have this just kind of running. But yeah, both of those go into C separately though. Yeah, treating everything separately so that I can have better control of the mix overall. So, and then I'll try to, the guitars have a place and, depth or thickness to them, in here, and then I can have the guitar effects have maybe a slightly different mood to them or something. Or placement in the mix. So long story short, that's my template. All the ins and outs, very tedious, but colorful, organized, overall wonderful to look at and to have finished. Very pleased with what I did. So thank you for subscribing. I'm just kidding. Just wanted to share this with you. I thought it was super cool. Yep. All right. Bye.